We are going to go over the three states of matter today. And I don't mean Utah and Arizona and California. So when we talk about the states of matter, we're talking about a solid, liquid, and a gas. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about their shape that the molecules will take on. So a solid is going to keep its shape. It is that set shape. Like if I take an apple and I put it inside this jar, it's still going to look exactly like an apple. It's not going to change. So they are hard and packed together. That shape is set. It's fixed. So this is a fixed shape. Then we have our liquids. These liquids are going to take the shape of their container. And if I put it in something tall and skinny, it will take a tall and skinny shape. If I put it in something really flat and narrow, it will take a really flat shape. If I put it in something heart-shaped, it will take the shape of a heart. So the liquid is going to take the shape of its container. And then we have the gas. It is going to push and fill the container. So the liquid is only going to go as far as you fill it, but the gas is going to push and try to get out. So it's going to completely fill every part of that and escape if it can. So if you don't have a lid on this, it's going to go up and out, and then they're everywhere. So that's the shape of them. So the way they move is related very much to their shape. So we can see these solids, they're not doing a lot of moving. They're really just sitting there, but they're actually moving. All molecules are moving. So we call that the kinetic theory of energy. So kinetic means to move. If you are a kinetic learner, that means you learn best by moving and doing something. So the kinetic theory of energy says that all matter always moves. All matter always moves. So this solid, even though it's just sitting there, it's actually vibrating very slow, like so little tiny that you can't see it, you can't feel it, but these solids actually vibrate. So solids move. They're just vibrating together. They're packed in there. Kind of think like they're cold, right? You're shivering. It's kind of what it's like. You pack in, you huddle up, and you shake. So the liquid moves very liquidy. That was obviously, okay. How about I choose a better word? So liquids move very just fluidly. They just kind of slip and slide and flow. So they're not fast, they're not slow, they just kind of go with the flow. So liquids go with the flow and just go around each other. And the gas movements are going to be very fast and pushing out. So they want to move and push out. They want to get out. So they're going to try and go up and get out however they can, right? Like, woohoo, raise the roof. Are you guys cringing yet? Because I think I am a little bit. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, so we have speed. Again, we can kind of tell just by how they look what their speed is. So these are sitting here, they're moving they're vibrating, they move very slowly. Okay? Very slow. These liquids are just like a very medium speed. And then our gas are moving crazy and fast. So these sit here, these are flowing, these are pushing, and so, right, these are slow, medium, fast. These vibrate, these flow, these push. And now how do the molecules interact with each other? Well, these solid ones want to pack together. Like I said, right, when you're cold, you want to huddle up with other people. So these molecules are cold and they're wanting to group together and warm each other up. So they pack in really tight. That's how they want to be with each other, is packed in there. And then our liquids are going to just slide past each other. So they might bump in and they just continue on their way. They're just very easygoing and like do whatever, wherever I go. So they just slide on past each other. And then our gases, they want to get away from people. They are like one time, they're very hot. And I went to Mexico one time and I felt like I was on the surface of the sun. And somebody tried to take a picture of me and my husband. And I looked at him and I said, "Don't you dare touch me. I'm too hot right now." So these are like Mrs. Richards in Mexico. They are like, get away from me. Do not touch me. They want to get away from each other. So they're interacting. They're going to push off each other and get away from each other. So you can use this information to fill out your chart about all of the 3 states of matter, their shape, how do they move, what is their speed, and how do they interact with each other. And then you get to come up with a nickname that you would maybe call them to help yourself remember what are the solids like, what are the liquids like, what are the gases like.